I've been in the housing industry nearly 30 years. I've built homes, I've sold homes, I've renovated homes. And one thing I can see over and over again is homeowners spending thousands of dollars on repairs that didn't have to happen. Not because they're careless, because nobody ever gave them a plan. Today, I'm giving you that plan, and I'm going to show you exactly how much money it saves you in the end. Welcome home. Let's unlock this. I just went through a major driveway replacement at my home. And let me tell you, when you're writing that check, you start thinking about all the things you could have done differently to protect your property. That's what this video is all about. I'm giving you the complete home maintenance schedule, season by season, task by task, with practical tips I picked up over the 3 decades. Let's protect your investment. Here's the reality. Your home has mechanical systems, structural components, and surfaces that are constantly fighting weather, wear, and time. Your HVAC, your roof, your gutters, your water heater, and your foundation. They all need your attention. And when they don't get it, small problems become big ones fast. I've seen it more times than I can count. I had a homeowner come to me once who never cleaned their gutters. Not once. And they didn't even have downspouts connected properly. Water was just pouring off the roof and pooling right against the foundation. By the time they had noticed the cracks in the basement wall, they were looking at a $15,000 foundation repair. $15,000. And it all started because no one told them to spend an hour cleaning their gutters twice a year and making sure the downspouts were directing water away from the house. The National Association of Home Builders recommends budgeting 1% of your home's purchase price per year for maintenance. So a $400,000 home, that's $4,000 a year, about $330 a month. Sounds like a lot, right? But compared to what you'll pay when something major fails, it's nothing. The good news is most of this stuff is simple. You don't need to be handy. You don't need special tools. You just need a schedule, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. Spring is your recovery season. Winter just beat up your home, and spring is when you find out how bad the damage is and get ahead of it for the summer. This is the most important season for maintenance, in my opinion. Number 1, inspect your roof. Now, I'm not going to ask you to climb up on a ladder if you're not comfortable with that. Grab a pair of binoculars and look for missing shingles, cracked flashing, anything that looks off. And here's a tip. If you have a drone, fly it up there. You'll get a close-up view of every inch of your roof without ever leaving the ground. I do this at my own house, and it's a game changer. If you see anything concerning, call a licensed roofer. Don't try to fix a roof yourself. Number 2, clean your gutters and downspouts. And I cannot stress this enough. Make sure your downspouts are actually connected and directing water away from your foundation. I just told you about the homeowner who skipped this and ended up with a $15,000 foundation repair. Water is your home's worst enemy. If it's not moving away from the house, it's moving into the house. Now, if you're tired of cleaning gutters twice a year, invest in gutter guards. But do your research. Avoid the cheap plastic ones. They dry out from the sun exposure, crack and fall apart in a few years. Look into metal or micro mesh guards that are built to last. We might do a full comparison video on gutter guards down the road, so make sure you're subscribed for that. Number 3, check your foundation. Walk around your entire home and look for cracks. Small hairline cracks are normal. Almost every home has them from settling. But if you see cracks wider than 1/4 of an inch or cracks running horizontal, that's a red flag and you need a professional. Here's what I do. I take photos with my phone every spring so I can compare year to year. If a crack is growing, I know about it before it becomes a crisis. Number 4, service your air conditioning. Before the heat hits, get a licensed HVAC tech out for a full tune-up. They'll check refrigerant, clean the coils, inspect electrical connections. It costs $75 to $200, depending on where you are, and it can add years to the life of your system. Also, a lot of HVAC companies offer annual maintenance plans that include both your spring AC tune-up and your fall furnace inspection at a discounted price. Ask about that. It's usually worth it. Number 5, test your irrigation system if you have one. Turn it on zone by zone and walk each one while it's running. Look for broken heads, leaks, or spray hitting the house instead of the lawn. Winter freeze-thaw cycles can crack underground pipes. Number 6, check your exterior. Look at siding, trim, and paint. Winter does a number on exterior surfaces. If it's cracked or pulling away, that's an entry point for water and insects. A $5 tube of caulk from the hardware store prevents some of the most expensive damage you could ever get. Number 7, check the grading around your foundation. The soil should slope away from your house, not toward it. If you see low spots where water could pool against the foundation, add soil to redirect drainage. This ties right back to what I said about water being your home's worst enemy. Summer is about protecting your home from heat, humidity, and storms. And honestly, a lot of people skip summer maintenance because they're busy enjoying the weather. Don't be that person. Number 1, check your attic ventilation. Your attic needs proper airflow to prevent heat buildup, which can damage your roof from the inside out and make your AC work twice as hard. Make sure soffit vents and ridge vents aren't blocked by insulation. If you're not comfortable going into your attic, ask your HVAC tech to check it during your spring tune-up. Just add it to the visit. Number 2, clean your dryer vent. This one could save your life, and I'm not being dramatic. Lint buildup in dryer vents is one of the leading causes of house fires in this country. Pull the dryer away from the wall, disconnect the vent hose, and clean all that lint. You can get a dryer vent cleaning kit for about $20. It's basically a long, flexible brush. Takes about 15 minutes. There's no excuse not to do this. Number 3, maintain your deck or patio. Clean it, check for loose boards or pop nails, and reseal or restain if needed. You can rent a pressure washer for about $50 a day, or even buy an electric one for around $150. That'll last you years. A sealed deck lasts significantly longer than one that's exposed to the elements. Number 4, check your windows and your doors. Open and close every one. Make sure they seal properly and the locks work. Here's a simple test I love. Close your door on a dollar bill. If you can pull the bill out easily, your weather stripping is shot. Replace it. While you're at it, check the weather stripping on every exterior door and window. Replace anything that's worn, cracked, or compressed. It's usually under $10 per door. Takes about 20 minutes and makes a notable difference on your energy bills. This is one of the cheapest fixes that will save you hundreds over the year. Number 5, monitor your basement or crawl space for moisture. Summer humidity causes condensation in below grade spaces. If you smell anything musty or see dampness, get a dehumidifier running. A good one costs $200 to $300, and it will pay for itself preventing mold. Mold remediation, that runs $1,500 to $5,000 or more. The dehumidifier is the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy. Fall is your preparation season. Everything you do right now determines how well your home survives the winter. This is the season where the work you put in saves you the most money. Number 1, clean your gutters again. Yes, again. Fall leaves are the number 1 cause of clogged gutters, and clogged gutters in the winter lead to ice dams. Ice dams can cause serious damage to your roof and interior walls. If you invested in gutter guards back in the spring, this job is a lot easier. Just brush off the debris on top instead of scooping out packed leaves. Number 2, have your heating system serviced. Same idea as the AC in the spring. Get a licensed HVAC tech to inspect your furnace or heat pump before you need it. They'll check the heat exchanger, clean the burners, replace the filter. A cracked heat exchanger can leak carbon monoxide into your home. That's not a scare tactic, that's a fact. This inspection is not optional. If you got the annual maintenance plan I mentioned earlier, this visit is already included. Number 3, winterize your exterior plumbing. Disconnect every garden hose from the outdoor spigots. I know that sounds basic, but people forget this every single year, and a frozen hose bib can burst a pipe inside your wall. If your spigots aren't frostproof, get insulated faucet covers. They're only about $3 each. $3 to prevent thousands in water damage. If you have an irrigation system, get it professionally blown out before the first freeze. That runs about $50 to $100 and saves you from cracked lines underground. Number 4, check your weather stripping and caulking again. Do the dollar bill test on all of your doors. Cold air leaking into your home in the winter drives your heating costs through the roof. Fix it now while it's still comfortable outside. Number 5, test your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Replace the batteries in every single one. Test them and check the manufacturer date on the back. The National Fire Protection Association says smoke detectors should be replaced every 10 years, even if they seem to be working fine. A new one costs $15 to $30. That's nothing for peace of mind. Number 6, if you have a fireplace, get the chimney professionally cleaned and inspected before your first fire. Creosote buildup is a fire hazard. Cracks in the flue can let carbon monoxide into your home, and a chimney sweep costs $150 to $300 depending on your area. Number 7, rake your leaves away from your foundation. Wet leaves against your house trap moisture and attract pests. Keep at least 2 feet clear around the perimeter. And while you're there, Check that the soil is still sloping away from your house. I keep coming back to water and foundation because, in my experience, that's where the biggest, most expensive problems come from. Protect your foundation and you protect your investment. And one more, reverse your ceiling fans. In the winter, they should actually run clockwise on low speed to push warm air back down from the ceiling. It's a small thing, but it helps with heating efficiency. Winter is about monitoring and preventing damage. Your home is doing the heavy lifting right now, keeping you warm and dry. Your job is to help it. Number one, keep snow and ice away from your foundation. When you shovel, make sure you're not piling snow against the house. When that snow melts, the water goes straight into your foundation. Shovel it at least 3 to 4 feet away. If you use a snowblower, angle the chute away from your house. Number two, watch for ice dams. If you see icicles forming along your roof line, pay attention. Ice dams happen when heat from your attic melts snow on the roof and it refreezes at the eaves. The long-term fix is proper attic insulation and ventilation, not chipping ice off your roof, which damages your shingles. If ice dams keep coming back, get an energy auditor to evaluate your attic. Number three, protect your pipes. When it's freezing for extended periods, pipes in garages, crawl spaces, and exterior walls are at risk. A burst pipe can cause $5,000 to $10,000 or more in water damage. Open cabinet doors under sinks on exterior walls to let the warm air from inside the home reach the pipes. Let faucets drip during extreme cold. Moving water is harder to freeze. And if you're leaving town, never set your thermostat below 55 degrees. I've seen people try to save on their heating bill while they're on vacation and come home to a flooded house. Not worth it. Number four, replace your HVAC filter. During heavy winter use, check it monthly and replace it every 1 to 3 months. A clogged filter makes your system work harder, costs more to run, and shortens its lifespan. Here's my trick. I set a reminder on my phone for the first of every month. It takes 30 seconds to check it. And number five, test your sump pump. Winter thaws and early spring rain can overwhelm a pump that hasn't been tested. Pour a bucket of water into the pit and make sure it activates. If you've ever had water in your basement, consider a battery backup sump pump. If the power goes out during a storm, your primary pump is useless without one. Beyond the seasonal stuff, there are a few things you should be doing regularly, and I'll keep this quick. Every month, check your HVAC filter. Test your garage door auto reverse safety feature by putting a roll of paper towels in the door's path. It should reverse when it touches them. And check under all sinks for leaks and drips. Catching a small leak saves you a big water damage repair. Every 3 months, flush your garbage disposal with ice cubes and lemon. It cleans the blades and eliminates odor. Test your GFCI outlets. You know, those are the ones with the light on them usually, and they have a test and reset button in your kitchen or in your bathroom, and sometimes in your garage. Press that test button and make sure the outlet shuts off. If it doesn't, get it replaced by a licensed electrician. Every 6 months, drain 2 to 3 gallons from your water heater to flush out sediment. Almost no one does this, and it's one of the biggest reasons water heaters fail early. Your water heater has a drain valve at the bottom. Attach a garden hose, run it outside or to a drain, and open the valve. While you're there, check the pressure relief valve by lifting the lever briefly. Water should flow and stop when you release it. Once a year, get your major systems professionally inspected. HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and your roof. And if you're in a termite-prone area, add a termite inspection. Think of it like an annual physical for your home. All right, I promised you a dollar breakdown, so let's do it, because this is the part that makes everything I just said real. Skip your spring AC tune-up? That's a $200 service that prevents a $4,000 to $6,000 system replacement. Skip your fall furnace inspection? Same thing. A cracked heat exchanger runs $2,000 to $3,000 to repair, or you're buying a whole new system. Never clean your dryer vent? Beyond the fire risk, and I'm talking about a potential $50,000 plus insurance claim for a house fire, not to mention the fatality risk. A clogged vent costs you 100 years or more in wasted energy because your dryer is running longer. Ignore your gutters? No downspouts directing water away? You've already heard my story. $5,000 to $15,000 in foundation and water damage. A set of quality gutter guards runs $500 to $1,500 installed and lasts decades. Skip the $3 faucet cover on your outdoor spigot? A burst pipe inside your wall costs $5,000 to $10,000. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. $3. Never flush your water heater? A water heater that lasts 8 years instead of 15 because of sediment means you're buying a $1,200 to $2,000 replacement 7 years early. Don't replace your weather stripping? Leaky doors and windows add $200 to $400 a year to your energy bills. Over 10 years, that's $2,000 to $4,000 for something that costs $10 to fix per door. Add it all up, and following this maintenance schedule saves the average homeowner somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000 over the life of their home. And that's conservative. Some of these, like preventing a foundation repair or house fire, can save you 6 figures. A little bit of time, a small amount of money, and a schedule. That's all it takes. And now you have it. If you want a printable version of this entire maintenance checklist, an interactive one you can check off and save as a PDF, plus 18 other free home buying tools and calculators, head to justinskeytohomelife.com. Everything is free. I built those tools because I believe everyone deserves access to this kind of help, not just people who can afford to hire a professional. And if you want the full guide on maintaining, renovating, and building wealth through your home, check out my book, Your Key to Home, a complete guide from dream to doorstep and beyond. It covers everything we talked about today and a whole lot more. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. Give it a like if you learned something, and drop a comment below. Tell me, what's the one maintenance task you've been putting off the longest? I genuinely want to know. I read every comment. I'm Justin, and this is Justin's Key to Home Life, where I help you live smarter in the home you love. I'll see you on the next one.